What's up, YouTube? The work day is done and I came to my local beauty supply because I needed more lashes and I needed some more setting spray, and I picked up the primer that I showed you guys this morning when I did the get ready with me. Thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you for watching my videos, and thank you for your support. I see the same names following me, and it's nice. I feel like I have some new friends. I wanted to touch on, because I watched the video and I wanted to explain myself, because sometimes it's kind of hard when you're doing these YouTube videos. You have in your mind what you want to say, but then you start talking. Even though nobody's watching me and I'm the one recording, sometimes you get nervous or I ramble and go off topic. What I wanted to talk about is self-comparison. And the title of this video is Self-Comparison is a Thief of One's Joy. And no, I did not come up with that. That's a meme that I seen on Instagram, and it's so true. It's so easy to compare yourself to someone else, especially nowadays. If you go on Instagram or just the internet, or you're looking at these celebrities that have these nice enhanced breasts that don't sag like mine, flat tummies, they're getting body enhancements, and it makes you, if you don't have a love for yourself or comfortable with yourself, it kind of makes you look at yourself like something's wrong with you. And that's something that I have struggled with, and especially when you're with the wrong person, or a narcissist, or somebody, a manipulator, somebody who likes to put you down and make you feel bad about yourself. It's kind of hard. And so I had asked the question in the video, or I had said in the video, they say you should love yourself. Well, what does that mean? First of all, true beauty, and it sounds cliche, but it's true. True beauty comes from what's inside here. You could have somebody that looks great on the outside, but they're just a messed up individual. Evil, malicious, mean to others. So that takes away from the outer appearance. And one thing people don't realize, beauty fades, okay? People gain weight, lose hair. Beauty fades. Outside beauty does not last forever. The same people that are getting those implants and everything, as they age, I took care of a patient that was in a nursing home once that had breast implants. And they don't always look great as you age, okay, because the skin sags, so it just does not look right. People who get those tattoos are once going to age. And trust me, I'm not against anybody who has tattoos or implants or has done enhancement. If that's what you have to do, or if that's what you want to do, I don't knock it. I'm talking about loving ourselves no matter what. I mean, there might be people besides the physical appearances. There may be people that say, well, you need makeup. I like makeup. I don't need makeup. Let's be clear. I have hair. I just choose not to do my hair. I like change. I like being blonde one day, red one day. I have a green wig that I like. So that's one thing you need to be clear on. Okay, I did not always wear makeup. I did not always wear wigs. This is just something that I have learned to like, and I'm very comfortable with that. And what you have to do is get somebody who likes you. Okay, so my husband knew when he met me, I liked makeup and I liked wigs. He tells me all the time, you don't need that, or whatever like that. And that's fine, but it's something that I like. And you have to be comfortable with yourself. I don't do anything. I'm talking about the Erica now. I'm not talking about the Erica in the past, but the Erica now, when I shop for an outfit, When I'm doing my makeup, when I'm shopping for a wig, I'm not getting one or doing it because my girlfriend told me that that's what I should do, or my husband told me that that's the one I should get. I have to be comfortable, because I'm the one who's going to have to walk out the door and face the world. Okay? And you, no matter how good you think you may look, there's always going to be somebody who has something to say, or a hater that's going to try to put you down and criticize you. So you have to be comfortable. Somebody can tell you all the time that you're beautiful, but if you don't believe it, that doesn't mean anything. So you have to believe when you walk out that door that you're the shit. Don't wait for anybody else to tell you, because like I told you, you're going to be very, very much disappointed. My husband, when I first met him, he used to tell me, and he was my next relationship after the narc, all the time, I'm beautiful, I'm beautiful. And I thought he was full of shit, because that's just what the narc does in the beginning. They love bomb you. You're the best. You're the best. And again, I wasn't trying to hear that. I didn't want to hear no words. Show me, show me, show me. I don't want to hear no words. I done heard somebody who had the gift of the gab and sold me a dream and let me down. I did not want to hear any words. So how I think I started to love myself is I had to learn that, because when people say you have to love yourself first, when you love yourself, you're not going to let anybody disrespect you. When you love yourself, you're not going to settle. When you love yourself, you're going to put yourself first. And I had to fake it till I make it. That's what my mother always tell you. You got to fake it till you make it. And that's what I had to do. And if that's what you have to do to lift yourself up, until you believe it, you have to fake it. And that's what I had to do. And now, what kills me is people think that since when I say people, I mean my close girlfriend, other people that don't really know me that well, but maybe co-workers, they see a change in me. And this is what kills me. They credit my husband for the change, which is maybe not a bad thing, but they're missing it. First of all, a lot of people didn't know, only people close to me, is that I was involved in this narcissistic relationship, toxic relationship. Half the people, when I say co-workers or people, neighbors, they didn't know what the hell I was going through. So when you remove yourself from that situation, you are going to look better, because they will drain the hell out of you. But after coming out of that relationship, I knew I wasn't going to put up with that again. Okay? And that's where the change began. Okay? So the change that people see, oh, it must be her husband, that the reason why is because her husband. No, it's because Erica realizes that she's pretty damn special. And this is not coming from a place of being conceited. No. I am special. I know that I'm special. I'm a good person. I know in my first marriage I was a good wife. Okay? My marriage did not end because of me. I did the best with my kids. Spoiled them. You know, made it easy for them. Stuff like that I can't take back. But I knew I was a good mother. I wasn't out in the club shaking my ass. They had everything that they were supposed to have. I provided for them. Loved them. So, I'm good at what I do. I'm a nurse. I'm a good nurse. So this is what I mean. When self-love, you have to know who you are. You have to know what you have to offer, and you have to know what you bring to the table. And when you realize that a narcissist, a player, they're not going to get far with you, because you're not having it. But when you don't know who you are, when you don't love yourself, you'll settle. I used to say when I was with my narc, you know, at least the devil you know is better than the devil you don't know. You make excuses for these people. I made excuses for him. And I got to stop saying my narc, because he's not mine. I don't claim him anymore. But the narc, or Mr. Wrong, aka Mr. Wrong, or my ex-husband. You make excuses for them. You know what I mean? And we have to stop making excuses for people. Again, I don't take away from anybody who's been molested. I don't take away from anybody who was abused as a child. That's very sad. But again, making excuses for that person is allowing their destructive behavior. Because they were hurt, you know, that does not hurting people hurt people. So the right thing to do, if you're compassionate, a person like myself, is tell that person, you know, you seem like a really nice person, and I would like to get to know you, but the timing is just not right. You really should get help. You know, and then maybe we can get together or something like that. But as an empath, you feel sorry for that person. Oh, he was molested, or, you know, that's why he drinks, or he didn't have a relationship with his mother. That's why he doesn't know how to be a father, you know, and his father abandoned him. That's making excuses for people. We have to stop making excuses for people. I'm sorry all of that happened to you, but that does not give you a right to mistreat me. That does not give you a right to cheat. That does not give you a right to lie to me. That does not give you a right to use me. So go get some fucking counseling and leave me alone. Excuse my language, guys, but that's the Erica I am now. I don't have time to hear sob stories and problems from a significant other. Okay? That's the attitude I had going into my relationship with my husband. And again, like I said, you have to put yourself first. I did not put myself first before. I put myself last. And you can't pour from an empty cup. You have to take care of yourself. You need that me time. If you don't feel comfortable, don't feel bad like you're going to hurt somebody's feelings, because people do not feel bad taken from you. People do not feel bad using you. Oh, I could tell you guys stories. It's not enough time to go into my whole life story with this video, but you guys get my point. People have no problem, and you'll see their attitude change. Start saying no. You'll see who's really with you when you say no. You will see who is really with you when you say no. It's so easy. It's so easy. You hear it all the time. Self-love, self-love. But it's a process. It's not, if you have low self-esteem, you just don't wake up one day and say, I'm going to love myself. It's a process, and it takes time. You know, and especially, you know, I told you guys about the narc in the last video, the chit-chat video I did this morning, about the young lady who he just could not let go of. The young lady who he was dealing with, or attempting to deal with, the whole duration. And narcissists like that. It's called triangulation. They like putting you up against someone. They want you to feel like, you know, hey, you better act right, or, you know, I got this right here is waiting for me. You know what I mean? I forget, and this is off topic real quick. I remember he came back from a disappearing act, and he said, you know, most women would be happy their man came home and said, hey, babe, welcome home. We miss you. That's how crazy these narcissists is. That's how crazy they are. It doesn't work that way, but I'm telling you, they live in a fantasy world. But I started comparing myself to her. I'm a plus-size woman. She wasn't. And this is something that I got to share with you guys too. Get somebody who likes you. You know what I mean? Sorry, I got cut off, guys. I started comparing myself to her. I became obsessed with her IG. I became obsessed with her Facebook pages. And looking at her, she wasn't plus size. She was into wigs and makeup like myself. But I became obsessed with her, comparing myself to her. I didn't think she physically, as far as her features went, looked better than me. But I was trying to get, like, why, you know, why her? You know what I mean? Because like I said, she wasn't a random, like, one night stand, or, you know, it was a person who he dealt with before me. and who he continued to secretly message, and I believe he did hook up and have sex with her while we were together. I'm not sure how many times, but they did get together from messages, and I did speak to her once on the phone, and she said that they were around the time that I suspected that he did. However, of course, she was a liar. He never, you know, she's lying, and she's nothing, and blah, blah, blah. I'm telling you, no good narcissist. But anyway, I had to just stop. I really had to stop, because she was not the problem. He was the problem. A lot of times, if you're cheated on, you think it's you, and I can tell you it's not you. You could be the best in bed, do every position. How many women have gave their man a threesome because they're thinking that that's going to keep them? I know how to cook. I know how to keep a house. I know how to treat a man. I mean, you know, as far as serving them, making their plate, I was submissive. I mean, anytime he wanted to have sex, even if I was sleeping, I did everything that I was supposed to do as a woman to make sure his needs were met. But I did not realize what I was dealing with. And when you're dealing with someone, a cheater, a manipulator, a player, those people that have that need to constantly feed their ego, they're never going to, you're never going to be enough. And I see this meme come up all the time. It's going to, and it says you're never going to be enough for a man who's not ready. Never. So beating yourself up and blaming yourself and putting yourself down, we can't do that. You just have to chalk it up as that person was not the right person for me. And really, you're too good. They're not good enough for you. And that's just what it is, and that's the truth. And you have to tell yourself, like I told you guys in previous videos, I used to talk to myself at the red lights. You have to talk to yourself. You can't count on people to talk to you, and it's a shame. You could have close girlfriends, you could have close family members, people who you think that you would be able to confide in and tell your problems. A lot of people like to see you when you're down. And I have a few friends that I think enjoyed my weekend stories. You know, you come back and you tell your horror story. They looked forward to that. People got so used to hearing the stories that when you have nothing to report or no juicy gossip for them, they don't want to really hear about it. You know, you're lame, you're boring, or you changed. And a lot of people say that I have changed. The truth is I have changed, but they're giving the credit to the wrong person. They're giving the credit to my husband. And somebody loving you and treating you right, don't get me wrong, that is a good feeling. Don't get me wrong. That is a good feeling. But when you start doing it, that's even better. Because self-love is the best love. So I wanted to really explain to you guys what I meant about self-love, love yourself. When I told you guys, what does that mean? I did not know what it means. I mean, I've watched videos on it. I read up on it, how to love yourself, how to love yourself. You have to start. You have to, you know, listen, my body is not what I would like for it to be, but get somebody who likes you for you. My husband likes plus-size women. So, I mean, my narc, when I looked at, it's got to stop saying my, the narc, Mr. Wrong, when I looked at his Instagram pages, and he was not into plus-size women, okay? He just needed a place to stay, and that's what I was. You know, I was a come-up, and I turned out to be good supply who we can count on. He knew the bills were going to be paid. He knew he was going to have a place to stay. He knew I cooked and stuff like that. Life was comfortable. Okay, so I became the main supply. But even with my first husband and with the narc, I never personally felt comfortable with no clothes on. I never felt comfortable. I didn't feel, they didn't make me feel that they liked me for how I was. Because the truth of the matter is, guys, I'm at my heaviest weight now. When I got married, when I met my husband as a teenager, I was chunky, always had a problem with weight, but I never was this heavy. And I may never get down to that goal weight. Okay, let's be realistic. All right. So I have to be comfortable with me how I am. I'm not one of those fat people that complain. You know, you ever be around those people? Oh my God, I'm so fat. Oh my God, I hate my body. Oh my God, oh my God. Because I know, listen, I have 2 gym memberships. So if I'm really, go to the damn gym. Stop eating that, you know, those snacks. You know what I mean? So I'm realistic with my weight. You know, there are some people that, you know, they complain about being fat, but then they don't do anything to change it. You know what I mean? Weight is something that you can change. But don't get with a man that is not into that. And there are some men that, you know, they will go after you and pursue you because I think some men, the manipulators, the narcissists, they like having that advantage over you because that's something, as soon as you get into an argument, it's your weight. You're a fat bitch, or you're fat, or you're this or that. They like that. They like being able to put you down. My first husband never said anything about my weight. He told me he loved me how I was. He didn't make me feel uncomfortable, but I just never felt comfortable. I can't explain it. I don't know why I never felt comfortable with him, but with my husband, I'm very comfortable. Maybe it was easier to become more comfortable with him because I knew that's what he liked. So according to him, I'm freaking Beyonce, you know what I mean? But get somebody who likes you for you. Okay? Because we may never get that. We have to be realistic. Some things you may want in life, but if you're not willing to work for it, or if it's not meant to be, it's not going to happen. But that doesn't mean beat yourself up about it and feel bad about it at the same time. You have to look the best that you can look. You know what I mean? And you have to be comfortable in your own skin. But I know, y'all, I start rambling, y'all. I just start rambling because there's so much after I watch the video. So I should have said that, or I should have said that. But I just, to help other people, some people have mentioned that they struggle with self-esteem. It's something that I struggled with for a long time. And I'm just trying to help you guys by telling you my story, because maybe something I say can help you feel better about yourself. And self-comparison is truly a thief of one's joy. We don't have those personal chefs like the wealthy people do. You know, maybe if I had somebody prepping my meals, and a nutritionist doing the food shopping, a personal trainer. Some of us don't have the money or the time to do those things. So you can't compare yourself to somebody else. Some people had surgery, so you can't compare yourself to them. And like I said, I bring up plastic surgery, but I'm not knocking it. I'm really not knocking it, because to be honest with you, I would love to have breast augmentation, but I'm afraid. I'm just putting it out there. I'm afraid. But you know, my husband, I always hated my breasts, always felt self-conscious about my breasts. He loves them. And that, you know, child, he wears glasses and he might be blind. Because when I lay down, one goes to the left, one goes to the right, but whatever. Grown folks conversations. But anyway, get somebody who likes you for you. Don't get somebody that tells you or compares you to somebody else or makes you feel that whatever God blessed you with or however God made you, don't be with that kind of person. Don't be with that kind of person that will take from you and not give. You building them up, you're supporting them, and they're not supporting you. And you start doing those tricks like I told you guys. How to love yourself is respecting yourself, not putting up with disrespect, not settling, and putting yourself first. You start with those 3 things, and your self-confidence will rise. Your self-confidence does not come from other people's opinion. Self-confidence does not come from how others view you. It's how you view you. Don't allow yourself to be around those people that pull you down. Don't allow yourself to be disrespected. Don't allow yourself to be used. If you really don't feel like doing something, or you don't want to do it, don't be afraid to say no. Because if somebody's willing to walk out of your life when you say no, they shouldn't have even been in it in the first place. So that's how Erica started to like herself. I stopped allowing people to take advantage of me. I stopped settling. Okay? And I stopped doing something I didn't want to do. No. And if you want to go, go. So we can't compare ourselves to others. because that, you got to think of what's special about you. You know what I mean? And I'm a person that made lists. You know, before I got out of the relationship with the narc, I made a list of what I wanted. And when I met my husband, he met everything on that list. We have to start with little things like that. Make that list. Make things that you like about yourself. And then make a list of what you don't like about yourself. And if there's something on the list of what you don't like, see what can be changed. Some things that you don't like about yourself definitely can be changed. And it's not just physical. Like I told you guys, I didn't like the way I felt like I felt stupid when I came out of the relationship with the narc. And even my marriage, I felt stupid. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, why would you allow that? It shouldn't even went 3 years. I shouldn't have been in my marriage for 19 years. Like, what is wrong with you? But it came with time. It came with time. And sometimes, like I told you guys in another video, if you don't learn from the lesson, you're going to keep repeating it. And like I told you guys this morning, what I have found is you're going to keep going through something. You determine how long you go through something. So blaming other people, he wasted 20 years of my life. He wasted 3 years of my life. No, you did. Because you had the power is within you to get out of it. People can't keep mistreating you unless you let them. The first time they get you, yeah, that's possible. Anybody, any of us is subject to get it the first time. You know, anybody can get caught off guard. But if somebody keeps repeating the same thing over and over again and you allow it, you're just as guilty, guys. So I love you guys. I look at you as my extended family. I look forward to talking to you. I look forward to reading all your comments. And I hope that I'm helping you. I thank you very much. I'm just an ordinary person who has a heart that's just been through things, okay? So I love YouTube for giving us this platform and bringing us together. And again, I read all your comments, okay? Sometimes on the phone, it's hard to see everything. So if it looks like I responded to someone else and I didn't respond to you, sometimes I think I'm responding and it doesn't. It's a mess with this damn phone. Oh, I hate it. It's a Galaxy 9 Plus. I just really hate it. But thank you for watching, guys, okay? I look forward. Hopefully I can do a video about Junior tonight for those who have been following that story, okay? Talk to you soon.